and cell division, what I have here is a glass container, and I have a section which I am not going to be able to show you because I used the only one that I have left. But it's a product made by Lomi. It's a plastic piece that fits on another plastic piece. You can glue it together or in a vase. And I didn't cover this so you could see. This is just a shallow glass bowl. So in the center of that shallow glass bowl, I don't have any water in there. You can see the bottom. You can see the little piece in the center. That has a knob on it that's very similar to this one. And it's made just for a plastic pole, like is in here. Now I've gone ahead and covered this because it takes a little time to cut each of these and cover the pole with them. But this is plexiglass, and I have set this up so that we can make a tiered arrangement. And this is Israeli ruscus. What I want to do here, and I think did I already mention to you what I'm calling this? This is cell division. So we have a cell that's splitting apart. And so we have all of the proteins and the DNA and all of the other kinds of things that are inside the body of a cell. They're pulling apart and making two new cells. And what I'm going to do is, and again, if I were doing this for competition, I would have covered this. But then you wouldn't be able to see just what I'm doing, and we don't have time to do that today. But this is a concept show. I'm going to give you some ideas to work with. I've also taken the idea of the DNA or the ribonucleic acid, which is for plants. I've taken variegated lily leaves. And I've woven this belt out of them. It's done by, it's just simple, it's very simple to do. I start by taping, I dry this off, I tape a few of them down onto a table, and then I weave in and out, in and out, in and out, bend it over, and weave back again, and back again, and back again, and back again. It takes a couple of hours to make a belt like this. When we were talking about renting your space there earlier, you can see why I did that ahead of time.
Thank you.
And it gives you this wonderful texture and great detail. And I do love detail. It's too close to me. I want to space this just a little better than it is. See how it wants to fold and hang? And if I take a little bit of this florist cling and put a dot down there, I can hold that and then weave this stem into, and then get it to stay a little bit higher up, or put it where I want out of this. And then I can continue that line by adding a piece on the bottom. And that also helps me to place this ribbon that I've made, this fabric, where I want to put it. When you get to the end of the ribbon, and this is actually, this ribbon takes two lengths. So when I get down to the end, I thread another piece through, and then I can get a little longer, because it's not long enough to go around very much otherwise. So this allows me to make the ribbon a little bit longer, and I have a little more to play with then as well. These are the stems from the salal, and I'm just reusing them in the design. So now, Hanny, you're going to help me with this next part. Let's put a little color in this, and we can actually go ahead now and fill. Let's see, you take one side and I'll take the other. We'll each get a bunch of that beautiful yellow-green alstroemeria. And oh, that's fine. No, you're good. And what we're going to do is, I always like to take the leaves off the alstroe because it just gets in the way. We're going to put a ring around the bottom of both top and bottom of these. When you're taking these leaves off, you may have noticed I just tore off a flower. It works better if you go in the if you pull in the direction of the flower, because otherwise the stems are brittle and they'll come off. Just right up next to the there is oasis, if you haven't already guessed that, in the underneath that Israeli ruscus that's holding that. And this is 2 bunches of ruscus and a little bit of hypericum leaf, because 2 bunches was not quite enough. Because when the cell splits, the material is theoretically distributed equally between the two new cells. Comes from Australia, a beautiful plant actually. I love using this stuff. What I've done is taken the berries off of hypericum, and once it's been split from the stem, then you can pierce through from the underside and make a bead, right? So what I'm going to do to continue this, or to finish this theme of cell division, is we're going to put these that I've made already. Let's put doubles in just 3 places.